F3 to disable or change shader intensity. None. Oh yeah, look. Oh, for you guys, I'll keep it on low, but this, oh yeah, we'll keep it on low. Yet, is your bathroom fireproof? Does it need to be? F4 to cycle through display options, we're already full screen. F5 to change the cursor color and handedness. That's fun. That's kind of fun. We'll keep it on this one. It's like we're kind of giving the finger. Alright, how's the volume? Is it too loud, too quiet? Well, yeah, when you need to take your mid-work break and grill some good old brisket with the boys in the bathroom, as one does, you have to have a fireproof door. Volume's good so far? Okay. Because it looks really loud, but to me it sounds kind of quiet, so I appreciate the help with that. Would you like to view the tutorial regarding basic game mechanics? I mean, I don't know how to grow my grandpa from the ground up, so sure. Game is designed to be played with a mouse. Alright, only when pointing can you, the player, interact with certain menu buttons. Gotcha. Second cursor mode is indicated by the cursor's image featuring a hand extending all fingers. This mode concerns interacting with objects inside the world, mainly picking up an object and moving it to another position. To continue, please pick up the piece of trash on the right and place it in the trash can on the left. Oh. Got it. That's it. There will be many situations in growing my grandpa that will require you to pick things up, place things, grab things, or get things. Alright. Menu buttons must be clicked in the pointer mode. Oh, it's just at will. You can just grab things. Okay.
Daddy.
This is insane. In order to expedite the cleaning process, you can use digits 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard's number row to reposition the trash can below. Oh. Do we have to discard Grandpa's waste? Oh, I love this already. Well done. Variety of video options can be changed. Yeah. Default growing Grandpa's display is scaled up by a factor of 2 and the shader set at low. Oh, yes, that's it. Thanks. Woohoo, I did it. I'm so smart. Hope you enjoy growing my grandpa. Alright. It's fucking time. Week 1 of grandpa growth. Let's make a new Gramps. I fucking love, absolutely adore the artistic and visual style of this developer's games. It's fucking awesome. Windows 3.1 tutorial, I know. I excused Adrian during music class today and spoke with her about a recent string of demerits. It was our first time meeting outside of our quarterly evaluations, and I believe it went well. I can certainly understand Mrs. Richardson's classroom observations concerning Adrian's emotional state. She was, of course, intensely shy when we first met. As I understand it, she's similarly withdrawn in her classroom activities and only speaks or acts when she absolutely must. Some things she simply will not do. Instead of participating in mandatory group activities, she will sit alone and accept that she will receive a demerit. We growing or we throw? We're growing, baby. We're not even showing. We're just growing. No show, all grow. I really love the music, too. This is great. For the meeting, I read Mrs. Richardson's parent-teacher report, which allowed me to estimate some about Adrian's home life. What are we in this? What are we, like a doctor? The parents are well educated and come from a prestigious background, but they lack time to properly nurture Adrian. She's often alone when she is not, the parents seem to not understand the importance of warmth and affirmation when dealing with someone so young. Having two parents of this reserved and icy temperament exacts an inhibition in a child. The child's imagination is subdued, but only ostensibly, for it eventually finds its way into regular life. I surmise that I would be able to reach out to Adrian by way of make-believe. Oh, that's Adrian? This sure looks like a welcoming environment for a child. How are you liking your new house? Told me you used to live close by, but it can still be a big adjustment. New room, new school. Hey, Chaos Time. Like the squiggly hand, a squiggly salad fingers effect. Yeah, it's the shader that's on. I have it on like the medium thing right now. She looks a little upset. You want an apple? You have 3 options. Armoire apple clock. You can communicate me that way if you want. The basement. I like that. We're off to a great start with this kid. She's really opening up. She's fine. I think nothing further is needed. She seems great. Basement? Yeah, well, there's a lot of cool stuff. Mom and Dad sent me down there. Your mom and dad made you go? Yeah. But there's lots of cool stuff. Well, that's not why they sent me down there, though. Oh no, this isn't just a creepy child. Why did they send you down there? Fighting. They were fighting, shouting. I came in to help and they shouted at me. They said, go clean up downstairs. So I went. The basement is cool. That sounds tough. Did they fight a lot? So did her school send her to me? Who are we? Are we a doctor? No, well they, it's alright, Adrian. Maybe you can tell me more about the basement instead. Okay, well, it was weird at first. The stuff down there, but cool. I found something living. Sort of. Yeah, they're twins. Spitting image. You think we're the teacher? Oh, we do have the apple on our desk and stuff. I guess we're just another teacher, maybe? I was just thinking about who we were in the notes and then who we are now. Oh, is this enacting the parent-teacher conference and then the notes were like to like someone else's record? Or maybe we're talking about ourselves, I don't know. That's very interesting, Adrian. Please tell me more. By indulging her in her fantasies and stories, I was able to glean more of an understanding of Adrian's anxiety surrounding her home and her parents. Her fantasies and stories. Did you see how... Look at this child's face. That child has seen some shit. I don't know if it's a story. The symbols of Adrian's story seem to carry their own traumatic weight, and her exploration of the basement may very well be a vehicle for the conveyance of her anxiety. This is an awfully verbose way of saying that this child is lonely and abused and therefore using their imagination in the only place that they can. Whatever might come of our next meeting, whether she will engage in similar make-believe, I will set down her story here. Adrian's story begins with her delving into the basement with a trash receptacle and the goal of cleaning up. She discovered one of the walls was covered in plastic bags. She went to investigate, intent on tearing away whatever they covered. Oh, this is very good. Trash bags. Are those worms? Ooh, what are those? Oh right, yeah, we can move the trash can for eat with ease. Are these worms? Upon removing the plastic trash bags from the wall, she noticed their interior lining was covered in glass. Like a window, I offered. No, she said, like a mirror. Reflecting inward towards the animal they covered. I gently asked her, with that light kind of... It's not quite like a heartbeat, more like a stepping sound. What exactly this animal was. Here is where the material reality of the story took a turn for the explicitly fantastic and imaginary. Oh shit. Grandpa, is that you? Hey, me, Jessica. How goes growing your grandpa? Well, as you can see, it's going pretty well. Our grandpa's looking healthy, vivacious, robust, young, joints for days. They're nice. No arthritis here. I'm looking good. Thank you for shouting out me, Jessica. I really appreciate that, my dude. You're awesome, Blonde. Yeah, you guys should follow me, Jessica. Yeah, joints for days. I don't know. You guys should follow me, Jessica. They're fucking awesome. You like fucking horror games. You like someone who tells good stories and just vibing, chilling, absolutely hang out over there. They're fucking awesome. I promise. I'm not just making shit up. I'm for real this time. Upon her discovery of it, at her gaze, it grew or extended its shaggy-haired self. Hair like the fur of a dog, I offered. No, she said. Not the fur of a dog, nor the hair on her head. It grew towards her, the animal's hair, reaching out. It was hard, standing almost straight, like the hair on a brush, a bristle, I offered. She said yes. She was very afraid at first, but then curious. My grandpa's a sea urchin? I wish my grandpa was a sea urchin. Is this all it takes? You just, like, put some mold, some penicillin on a sea urchin and put it in your basement for a while, and then you can have your own grandpa too? I asked her what else was in the room. More things hidden away, she said. Things of grandpa's as well. First she found a hidden passage under the stairs. Inside were strange dolls, like Archibald. Magic objects, naked, faceless figures. Okay, so they found the lunar cult. Not to make light of this poor child's, like, horrid situation. It's like a chia pet. Yeah, exactly. A chia pet, but with black mold. I heard these cryptic utterances and merely nodded. In order to keep the game of make-believe going, I only pressed for details where I thought necessary. The faceless dolls could be a simple metaphor for the anonymity she feels in her own home. The hidden passage... I'm unsure of what to make of that. The revealing of the concealed seems to be thematic in her fantasy. The door under the stairs is but one example. I have to touch it? I don't think we should touch Grandpa. I think Grandpa wants alone time right now. Yeah, this child is dreaming about my closet, my basement. Yeah. Oh, trash. Oh, do we already clean up that trash? The darkness of the shadowy corner unnerves you. You cannot explore here without some form of light. Gotcha. Oh, here we go. Garbage. The trash pile. I don't see anything for me to click on here, though. Are these more worms, or is this... What is this? Oh. All clean. Oh, right. It said the panel in the notes. Duh. Not worms, I think it was just, like, filling. I don't know, Dons. We don't know yet. I don't know if it's Grandpa's dead and in the basement, or what. I have played Tattletale. It was quite some time ago. I haven't thought about that game in a really long time. Oh my god. Once she removed the panel and found the magical hidden passage, she was very specific about what she took. She found a magic book, a magic doll, and a photo of her late grandpa, and magic glue. Oh god. Yeah, this is my closet, essentially. This is what it looks like. It was definitely a game. TM. Trademark. I remember it was pretty big on YouTube for a while. That game's a Christmas game, right? Right? It has the holiday spirit. Cat pukes in hidey places you can't find sometimes. Gross discoveries. Molding cat puke? Oh, that's putrid. That's putrid. Oh my god. I'm glad my cats puke in obvious places. Take the doll or search the closet. Let's search. God, the audio is so good. Oh, something's happening. Oh. Oh, wait, what? Oh, there we go. I see. Oh, the glue. Hold on. All-purpose glue. Gotta clean up all the trash or my parents are gonna yell at me. Oh, the magic book. Eurasian steppe shamanism and fusiform gyrus, an interdisciplinary study in sympathetic magic, a dissertation by Jacob Hart. Papers crudely bound together to form a book. This kid is about to have a night to remember. They are never going to forget this. Read now. I'd fucking read that in a heartbeat. Build a pop-pop. The impetus of this research was the recognition of a particular pattern in fragments of documents relating to magic and magico-religious practices. Numerous resources were drawn from commentaries on laws relating to the banning of sorcery and necromancy, compilations of folk charms relating to love spells, hagiographs and saints and their encounters with devils. The list spans many centuries and a great distance from the Levant to the Khazar Khaganate to the border of the modern nation-states of Russia and Kazakhstan today. From this paper trail arose a consistent account about a certain form of magic relating to the binding of demons to a sorcerer's will. A demon called Heaven of Needles, or the Angel of Needles, was known to be kept best by shamanic keepers or wards who suffer from face blindness, prosopagnosia. Is that the real name for it? I didn't know. Well, now I know. Whether by birth or through developmental causes like a stroke or a head injury. So are you saying this child is a shaman who then awoke a demon in their basement that they think is their grandpa because they are lonely and abused? Oh, this poor thing. Yeah, like I said, they're never gonna forget this. Holiday spirit. No, we were talking about Tattletale. Who just throws this information in the basement to rot underneath all the trash? Her parents are shit. They could have raised a real fucking necromancer here, but instead this kid has to teach themselves, and presumably it goes pretty awry. It was known to be extremely effective, but terribly dangerous, so much so that it became outlawed several times and was generally a popular scapegoat relating to unexpected death. The nexus of magico-religious meaning-making, sorcery regarding human-related desires, and the history and science of neurological disorders related to the fusiform gyrus is where the subject of this dissertation will reside. I will outline further and then analyze the historical sources I mentioned previously. Then I will go into the neurology of mystic and magico-religious experiences. After that, I will detail my ongoing correspondence with a resident of the Ural Mountain region who's an expert folklorist and keeper of traditions he claims have been passed down through his extended family for generations. That's it? I want to read more. I could keep reading this. Give me more. Hey, Post-Nuclear, how's it going? Interesting. That sounds fucking fascinating. Well, the kid found the book. Found another piece of paper. More magic stuff? Oh, it's a photo of your late grandfather. Oh, shit. Mr. PhD. On the reverse side of the photograph, there's more text. Good luck on your trip to the Urals. Stay warm. Oh, fuck. So did Grandpa intend this the entire time? Grandpa was into this mysticism and left it all here to rot for someone to find. And that person happened to be me. We'll take the funny little doll. Surely this will go fine. A slouching doll. Its material is rough and coarse. I interrupted to ask what she did with these magical, mysterious materials. Grow Grandpa, she explained plainly. And then, without missing a beat, she continued on with her story. Feeling this was a potent symbol, I stopped her again to ask what she meant. Somewhat puzzled, I did not understand immediately. She explained slowly. Grandpa lives in the cage in the other room. The cage behind the door. They grew people in the cage. Fantastic. Great. Awesome. Goliath, hey my dude, thank you so much for the fucking 21 months. Holy shit. Almost 2 years.
Hey, oi, oi.
Hey, oi, oi. Thank you very fucking much. Tusen tak. Once again, we dance under the feral moonlight in your name. Welcome back to the lunar cult, my dude. Thanks so fucking much. I appreciate the support for that long. Hans is not a sailor, no. Also, to those of you that are just coming in, sorry if I am quiet or I seem down. I am sick right now, so it hurts to speak. I'm very sleepy, but I am trying my best here. Gramps summoned demon in the child, or Grandpa used black magic to have the kid bring them back. You don't think that the parents were involved at all? I was thinking that maybe Grandpa was involved, and then therefore, like, everyone was involved in it, and they left Grandpa behind to try to, like, rebuild, resummon him, and the child then found it and wasn't supposed to find it just yet, but then did it anyway because of their shamanistic tendencies, so to speak, as aforementioned in the book, due to her, like, neurological issues. Hey, Crazy Mammals, how's it going? Someone in the chat writing a book, or was it in the game? What do you mean? No, it was in the game. It was in the game. Yeah. Grandpa could have been doing this alone, right? Yeah, because Grandpa was in the Ural Mountains, and it mentioned that specifically, so he could have left everything here behind. Parents didn't know it was down here, and then the child was left to their own devices to do this. Interesting. A hastily written note. I've repeatedly called your homes to no avail, so I am forced to leave this here for you all. I found William sitting in the corner of the enclosure area, seemingly severely concussed. Whiskers was gone, in none of his usual hiding places. I immediately suspected the worst. The project thus must be suspended for now. I'm leaving up the usual mirrored coverings we use to keep the anthropodic void sealed. I have done my best to lock up everything on such a short notice. Oh, well, the mirrors are broken, so the void has escaped, and now everything's going to shit. So they were experimenting and growing humans and cats, too? It was a hasty fix, but it will require some time to find a more permanent remedy. I'm honestly hoping you do not find this note, as I intend to lock the house down, too. I intend to race off to you to retrieve your lockbox keys. Do not worry about William's key. It and the rest of his equipment is almost certainly down within Whiskers now. Deep within Whiskers. Yo, we don't have to pull it out of a dead cat. I pray you do not enter his room. No matter how it may appear, William cannot be helped, and is only being kept alive as a means of continuing predation for the rest of us. So William is our grandfather, but they were actively doing magical experiments on. I will say once again, no matter what state you may encounter William in, he cannot be helped. I have sympathy for the young man, I truly do, but I found on his person several photos of his late sister, which could imply certain risks he knew he was taking. Was he experimenting on his sister? Our extant research materials have now become possible liabilities, either criminal or professional in nature, so I have stashed them away. I believe I let you all know how I might do this if we were ever to experience an event such as this. I hope you all remember what I told you. So long then, Dr. H. Damn. Oh wow, whoa, look at all these notes. A note on an experiment. Oh, I clicked on them backwards. Can I click on them again? I'm just gonna read this. We're gonna have to go. Fuck, I hit continue. Shit. Sorry. Damn it. I wish I could go back. Fuck. I accidentally hit continue. No! 1. For the sake of the university policy and the health of any future career you hope to have, you will abide by the non-disclosure contract you have signed. 2. Do not break the anthropodic vacuum without my prior consultation and approval. 3. Any anthropoidic forms brought into the enclosure area must not be left unattended. When not in dormancy, the sample will attempt to make anthropoid shells. Please see shell notes for more info on that. Is there any way I can access? Damn it, I missed the note. Lab orientation, note on an experiment. The sample's exposure to some of our neuronal activity is unavoidable. However, the speed at which its Desirous yield is produced can be dampened by several precautions regarding libidinal and emotional urges. Keep conversation not related to lab work to a minimum. If you begin to suspect you are developing attachments to your colleagues, contact me as soon as possible. You think that's why the parents are so cold and fighting? Because there wasn't like an entity keeping them bound together? Lab orientation. Ritual behavior with the sample, trading, or bargaining, will result in dismissal from the project. The precise mechanism of the exchange of symbols and gifts required for a requested desirous yield is not known, and even then, anecdotal accounts of success are, illegible, end in violent death. Yeah, he's responding to human interaction, thoughts, mental patterns, rituals, etc. I don't know what the last note said because I accidentally clicked through it. Beyond the door in the room, the cage was hidden, concealed in another cloak of inward-facing mirrors. This is unnerving. I don't want to go forward. A hidden cage, lined with mirrors. It's strange, almost poetic. The elaborate fantasy of self-reflection, concealment, captivity. Do I want to click on this? Oh, we're removing the tape. Oh no. At the cage, she finally cast her spell. But it was confusing, she confided at first. She took the magic doll, the magic glue, and the photo of her grandpa, and she combined them, and she wished very hard. I can only assume in this fantasy that her next wish would come true. In what child's story would it not? Oh no. Hello? Want some glue? Particular human representation, generic human figure. Particular, the grandpa, representation of grandpa, and then the generic, the doll. We're making a fun little dolly. It looks just like him. William thing truly William, or brought forth by Black. I think that's kind of the point, though. It was maybe at one point William, or some conjuration of him. A tangible symbol of intention and desire. This kid is maybe too smart for their own good, but fuck, they're out here doing advanced magic and shit. They skip the beginner, skip the apprenticeship. They're just like, fuck it, full mage. Oh god, the music is so good. I might have to actually buy the OST. This is great. She put Grandpa in the cage, assuming that was part of the ritual. She was not clear on how it worked. What precise instructions she could glean from her grandfather's magic book was complicated by her reading comprehension. She wished with all her heart, and then she told me she waited a while for anything to happen. And after that time, she began to cry. Cried really hard, she said. I wanted Grandpa to be back. I wanted my parents to stop being so mean. And it hurt me. It heard me wish for Grandpa to come back, for my parents to be different. I could feel it through the walls, and it felt me through the air. I asked her exactly what she meant. She could only repeat what she said. By this time, lunch was almost over. I said goodbye to Adrian, and she left to rejoin her class. It was left to consider our conversation. I believe the storytelling strategy I've employed was not unfruitful, but I must probe deeper if I can. Although I can be sure of nothing I interpret, the impressions I get may begin to help me get an idea of the right questions to ask. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to certain topics or keywords you can discuss with Grandpa. You have gained the conversation topic of wishing. Consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. So you think that eventually we started believing the child's story and then went to actually go investigate and find this, and now we're like scientifically studying it, and that's kind of why we speak how we do. We're not exactly a teacher anymore, but a scientist. Why waste time? If it doesn't have an XP requirement, just dive right in to advanced magic. Fuck it. Does spitting image mean that you spit on a picture, a naughty picture? Only when your mother's involved. VPN, only when your mother's involved. Is it us as the child talking to Grandpa? I don't know. You've also gained the following keyword. Shell. Consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. Will do. We have so much to talk about with Grandpa now. Week 2. This is so good. I love this. I met again with Adrian in order to address her emotional outbursts in the past few weeks. It is our second time meeting, and while it is a standard practice to have multiple— Hey, Osiris! Osiris, under our fierce moonlit guidance, you have come back to us for feral revelry. For 6 whole months, half a year, 6 whole ass months. Thank you very fucking much, Osiris. Nabayachu, dekoyu. I really fucking appreciate that, dude. Hell yeah. Thanks for the hype on. Thanks for everything. You're being fucking rad. Thank you for the support, dude. I appreciate it. Sure hope we aren't here for our own black magic experiments. We might have taken Adrian's advice to heart, maybe. We're like, shit, this kid knows some stuff. Let's try it out ourselves. It is a second time meeting, and while it is a standard practice to have multiple sessions with a troubled student, as I assemble a report for the counseling department, I could not help but think, as we sat down in my office, that Adrian already seemed to show a remarkable change in self-esteem and confidence, and perhaps mine, Mrs. Richardson's estimation of her emotional disturbance was erroneous. The paralyzing shyness and withdrawn attitude of Adrian— oh shit, hold on. Persephone with 7 months as well, over half a year. Thank you very fucking much, my dude. The tender.
Luna 1, Luna Moon, Luna 1 curse, Luna 1 curse.
Luna 1 curse. The tender. The teacher's gonna want to borrow the book, honestly. Thank you so fucking much, Persephone. Tusen tak, dekoyu. Once again, you are one of us. 7 months have you invoked the savage darkness to call your own, and 7 months have you made the cult your home. Welcome back to the lunar cult, my dude. Thanks for the support for that long. That's fucking awesome. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Zectifin. How's it going, man? The paralyzing shyness and withdrawn attitude Adrian possessed last week was not entirely diminished, but she seemed to have held herself differently this week. However, this only lasted as long as our conversation pertained to initial introductory pleasantries. Ah, man, everyone's re-7. Holy shit, hype train. Oh my god, thanks, guys. Fuck. Temporal mechanic with 2 months. Thank you for choosing to support me for another month, my dude. Dekoyu. Nabayachu, achulavai. Within our umbral forest, once again, you have found yourself deep, but with many a primordial and fierce hymn to guide you. Welcome back to us, my dude. Thank you. Choo-choo, brother of skull, yeah. Thanks, guys. I admit I was feeling pretty tired and sick, but this has woken me up a little bit. I have a bad vibe about this. Well, yeah, no shit, Dons. Using scientific black magic to conjure a simulacrum of a grandfather out of garbage and mold, yeah. I have a bad feeling about this. When I began once again asking about her parents, her feeling— fuck, dude. Fuck. Oh my god. Thank you very much for the 200 sacrificial titty bitties. Still very upset about this unsupervised necromancy. Very irresponsible, right? Listen, someone should at least be there to teach her, see her over. Something could clearly go wrong. Thank you very much for the bitties, too. Thanks, guys, for the level 2 hype train. I really fucking appreciate that. And I appreciate you lurking, too, Temporal. You're always fucking welcome to lurk. Anyone's welcome to lurk here. You never have to feel obligated to, like, completely interact with chat and stuff. It's totally okay. Force magic can be scientific. Or the supernatural can be scientific. Isn't that the whole theme around SCP?
Hurry back.
Pete, hey! Svika Tvika, everyone. Hi, wow, so much happening at once. Ah, some coffee. Ugh, I just finished my coffee before stream. More coffee sounds lovely right now. Oh my god. If you can produce reliable results through the same methods, it is science. Exactly. And what is science but fancy magic? Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, Melbell. Big Witch with a B. Good username and Pete's. Hi. Tweaky Tweaka. Willkommen, everyone. Hello. Show your cups in the... I don't have my mugs or cups right now, and I can't get my tits out, so here's my water bottle. How was your stream? What were you up to? Oh, how are you enjoying Atomic Heart? I didn't get the chance to play the demo some time back, but I've heard some, like, decent things about the game, that it's, like, pretty, like, in the middle, but it's pretty fun. How are you liking it? Aesthetically, it looks really awesome. I like the vibe of it. How are you finding it? Oh, Osiris, whoa! Holy shit! Osiris, what the fuck? Oh my god. Holy shit, dude, thank you so fucking much for welcoming in 5 new cultists. Holy shit. For welcoming in Evil Cherryberry, Lily Lovecraft, Diavom, Dread, and NATO Olive. Thank you. Holy fuck. Ah, jeez. Wow. Level 3 hype train. What the hell, you guys? I wish I could be more vivacious, but I feel like shit, thanks. Oh my god, Osiris, that's nuts of you. Tusen tak, you. That's fucking rad. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Ah, thank you. And to everyone who just joined the Lunar Cult, welcome. Willkommen. You are now one of us, root to bone and song to stone. You have now all heard the heathen call to the cult like music upon grey winds, and oh, the song it does sound sweet. Welcome the lot of you. Enjoy the emotes, and if you're in the Discord and you got your Twitch connected, you'll have access to the cultist only voice and text channels and shit. Thanks. SCP knows about magic, but they don't like it, so they use all kinds of terminology to compartmentalize. Yeah, and therefore then it becomes science. The supernatural becomes scientific in their eyes. You're really loving it so far? It's very involving. Nice, nice. Yeah, it seems, I don't know too much about it, because I haven't, like, really delved into it too much. I know it's, kind of feels like Bioshocky from what I've heard, except it has, like, more melee stuff. But in terms of, like, just how it plays, it feels kind of Bioshocky. But I don't know too much past that. Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, I kind of want to check it out. I don't know if I'll do it any time soon. So I'm, like, teetering on the edge of wanting to watch people play it, and then wanting to avoid it for, like, so I avoid spoilers. I don't know yet. But it does look cool. It does look fucking cool. But yeah, everyone coming in from Pete's. Hi, I'm Luna. I'm sick today. Sorry if I sound and like shit. Look like shit, I don't know. Sorry I'm low energy. But I'm Luna. I play horror games. I play spooky shit here. I especially focus on indie horror or anything weird, obscure, and immersive. So I also like adventure games, RPGs, mystery, old point and clicks, obscure retro stuff, and weird indies. And some fantasy games in there too. Thanks, Vaughn. Vaughn's popping off here. Look at you, Chief. You're going the extra mile. I appreciate it. Thanks very fucking much. Magic is just science that hasn't been explained or yet. I've heard that before, and I don't know if I always entirely agree with it. Because if then everything becomes scientific, then it's no longer magic. By our definition of magic, no? It is then earthly, right? Whereas magic is super earthly. I don't know. Futuristic Bioshock in a Soviet Union with AI going. Yeah, I remember seeing a little bit of it from like trailers and other people playing the demo. I know robots and like in, yeah, a post-apocalyptic Soviet type setting. That's all I kind of know about it so far. Which is an interesting premise. When I began once again asking about her parents, her feelings regarding her new school and her new home, she quickly lost what new confidence she had gathered up and withdrew once again into herself. So, once again, I don't know why I added once again then, Here it is now. I was telling the future, prophesizing. I partook in some collaborative make-believe, but this time I was aided by the fact that I had managed to do some research into Adrian's grandfather. Oh, fuck, you shouldn't have gotten involved, my dude. And I had some insight into what she might actually be finding in the basement. His corpse. Now, this may be overstepping my bounds some as a school counseling caseworker. Okay, so we're a caseworker. But this was all in the service of making Adrian comfortable and happy in this learning environment. Oops, accidentally clicked out. In any case, I was able to dig up information regarding the grandfather by inquiring at the university in town. Not that I make it a habit of sleuthing, but I had a suspicion that the grandfather was a professor there, or at least some sort of researcher, due to the fact that the newly constructed laboratory on the campus I drive by every day bears his name in his memorial. He was some sort of anthropologist, or linguist, or neuroscientist. I did not have to dig that deep before the scope of his work became dizzying and I ran up against the limits of my undergraduate education. But back to the make-believe. Hey, thanks guys for the level 3 hype train. That's fucking rad. Love you. Yeah, enjoy the lurk, get some food, do all your post-stream stuff. Thank you again for the raid, dude. What is your grandpa like? Is he a smart man? Not anymore, but I'm teaching him. So he's grown a good deal then. You've been feeding him well? Yeah, he's getting bigger, but he has a lot of room in his cage. He's still behind the bars? Yeah, well, I mean, he might be able to climb out eventually. There's this vent in the ceiling. Someone told you your stream was quiet? I told him to shut up. No, you wouldn't. Is my stream quiet? Do I need to turn something up? Do I need to tell you to shut up? Glad magic is nerfed. Imagine false spells worked instantly and potently as they wanted. Greenhouse would just bully chat if they streamed. Well, perhaps if he climbs out, I could meet him someday. Yeah, maybe. But he's not ready to leave. He can't take care of himself. I have to feed him, pick up after him. Oh, you store the food in your lunchbox? That's so nice of you to share. He can almost talk. You cannot speak with him? He doesn't have a mouth. Sort of. But how do you feed him? He has a mouth on the outside, on his shell or the stuff that's his skin. I'm a little confused. Maybe you can go through a typical day with your grandpa? Okay. Ooh. The drone of the game is a little loud? Okay, then I'll turn it down. Hey, Salty Booze and Shamas. Willkommen. I'll say hey, Greenhouse. I asked her to explain exactly how she goes about growing her grandpa, and Adrian began another tale. There comes a point, I mean, I know children are very involved and detailed about their make-believe, but you can tell when what they're telling is real versus make-believe after a time. I hate it when my grandpa doesn't have a real mouth and won't eat his apple slices that I lovingly cut up for him. According to Adrian, in the week that had passed, much had changed in the basement. I don't want to go through the door just yet. Okay, so we have our lunchbox here now. Here, I'll show you guys. Hold on. Got our lunchbox down there. We have our glue as well still. Oh, the vent. He's gonna creep through the vent and go upstairs, isn't he? The hairy thing that was here before is gone. Interesting. I should go see Grandpa first. Should we? Grandpa, wake up. It's lunchtime. It was scary at first, she said. The way he moved, the way the doll's skin covered him. I wanted to interject, but this somehow seemed inappropriate, so I kept listening. When I look at him, she continued, when I think about him, he grows and moves. It's like he's growing for me. So he's growing bigger now, I asked. Yes, she said. Bigger every day. Oh, fuck. This begins the actual growing part of growing your grandpa. Beneath the doll's burlap skin, the follicles knit together what resembles a proper person. Your grandpa. That is mutating. She's just growing some kind of weird creature and calling her both? It's like she kind of made a puppet in her grandpa's likeness. And it's mutating into a creature that she is then calling her grandpa. Hi, Pop Pop. Time for dinner. Open wide. It's writhing. Maybe they're hungry. They seem nice. You are in charge of its cognitive development and diet until it's able to sustain itself. Currently, you are observing Grandpa. Please click the arrow back button below for a brief tutorial on your duties as caretaker. Okay. Wow. Holy shit. Here we can see a variety of options regarding growing your grandpa. Highlighted in red are objectives related to feeding and teaching Grandpa. Important messages regarding Grandpa's recent activity will also appear here. You will need to find it food and learning material before you can move on to the next week. Some foods will make Grandpa happy, others merely content. Some food will make Grandpa disgusted to the point of nausea. Learning materials also scattered throughout the basement. Seek out vocabulary cards intended to help teach English and basic anthropoidic concept information. Or formation. The options highlighted in red are related to navigating around Grandpa's enclosure. The Go to Grandpa option will let you perform all actions directly related to Grandpa, feeding, teaching, observing, etc. Accessing the Study Corner will let you go over any documents you pick up as the weeks go by. It's a good idea to learn about the work of the people who last occupied this space. Accessing the Kitchen Corner will let you search for food in the old refrigerator and prepare food for Grandpa, if need be. The Help button will replay this tutorial. The Save Game button will save your current progress. You can only have one save file at a time, so if you have saved data, you will be asked if it's okay to override it. This Exit button will take you back to the main menu. More buttons may or may not appear depending on your development of Grandpa, so watch out for them. One final note. Take care to explore the basement at your leisure. However, due to the entropic nature of clutter and trash, different weeks may allow you to find things you had not previously discovered. Good luck. Oh, shit. Acceptable foods, such as a moldy Hostess cupcake wrapper, or your neighbor's rotting toe, or a moldy wet bowl of mac and cheese, grape nuts and pickled eggs. This child is about to get everyone killed. Yeah, if it can, because we're teaching him all of his old information, all of his old studies that he had down here, so this creature is knowing probably a lot more than it should at this stage. Some sour cream and Coca-Cola. A giant cup of phlegm. Some sarsaparilla. Alright, so we need to feed Grandpa. 0 to 2 acceptable foods eaten. Seek out things to feed Grandpa. We have to teach Grandpa. We need to teach him 2 words out of our vocabulary to help Grandpa spin. Go to Grandpa, the kitchen corner. Let's save our game first. Alright. Well, can we give him glue? I don't think he wants glue. No! He cannot. Well, let's feed him first. Grandpa sneezes grape nuts. Prepare food. Search the upper fridge and the lower fridge. And our parents just, like, left us down here to our devices. Just locked us in here for long enough that we summoned a creature and are feeding it rotting food. Let's search the upper fridge. Lettuce. It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Oh, a brown banana. Grandpa might like this. Let's prepare a nice snack. Soft fruit or vegetable, unappealing item. Banana. Oh, he'll like banana. But we don't have an unappealing item. Okay, we give him a banana? I think we've prepared it correctly. We need to find more food? I didn't see any more food. Hold on. Anything else in here? I don't see any more. Oh, what's in our lunchbox? A lettuce and a banana. Very old leaf of lettuce. It's flaky and stiff. Mmm. Is this one fun? I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. Hey, late night horror, how's it going, dude? Kind of stuff where my dad would say, just give it to dad, he'll eat it. Just give dad old lettuce and a banana. Yeah, that's what he wants for dinner. Okay, maybe there's food somewhere else. Let's look. Go to the study corner. Look over documents, examine educational posters, search file cabinet 1, 2, 3, and medical imaging device. Let's look over the documents first. Oh, we can, oh, sweet. We can read the orientation note that we missed here. Right, this is the fourth one that we missed before. Regarding growth cycles, every time Whiskers regenerates and leaves dormancy, it is to be logged as a new propagation. The sample's bodily existence cannot be legible, i.e., a part cannot be cut from the whole, so there can only be one living propagation. Propagations are to be terminated after 5 weeks. So did they test this on a cat first, or did they just name this amalgam Whiskers because it has all those spiny whisker-like spines? Okay. Let's examine the educational poster. Wow, we can teach them the alphabet. No, we don't need that. That's garbage. Oh, hold on. Garbage poster. Icky. Now, what's this? A set of procedures regarding disposal and internment. Examine this detailed later at the study corner. Well, let's read it now. Let's read it now. You think it's just because of the hair, but it also sounds like they could have been experimenting on animals first. Yeah, I know. Now they spoiled the whole thing for us. Grandpa's gonna die in 5 weeks. The researcher will seal off the enclosure bars, ensuring minimal gas leakage during the later fumigating process, and then retrieve the burn barrel and place it near the enclosure. Allow at least 48 hours of time where the current growth cycle experiences no human-related stimuli. Do not enter the enclosure area nor any part of the basement. Ideally, you will not be on the grounds at all. After 48 hours, 2 researchers will enter the basement wearing their assigned mirror mask, mirror apron, and powdered air purifying respirator. The researcher will use the vent system to fumigate the enclosure area. Wait 30 minutes and then use the fan system to ventilate the enclosure. Keep the fans running during steps 3 through 4. Okay, well, we know where the vent is. Are we gonna have to put Grandpa down? I think we are. Eventually. Not yet. Re-enter the enclosure area wearing your assigned mirror masks and aprons. The organism may or may not be in complete dormancy. If it is not in full dormancy, be assured that its capacity to act against you will be greatly diminished. With your assigned powered drills, or powered, not powdered, sorry. I did that before too. Quickly remove any enclosure bars needed to access the organism. Put them aside for later reinstallation. 5. Put the organism in the burn barrel. Incinerate the organism thoroughly. Wait for any smoke to be properly cleared by the fan system. 6. Turn off the fans. One researcher will retrieve the nucleus from the ash and place it in the mirror box. There's our quote. The other researcher will sift through the ash and place another substantial or any other substantial remains in the biohazard bin in the room outside of the enclosure area. The bin is locked for safety purposes. The code is 323245. The researchers will find out a termination form and leave it for Dr. Hart. Little girl is gonna do all this. Well, I don't know, this kid's pretty fucking smart. Yeah, we have our own fucking gas bunker. We're raising Grandpa to fucking kill him. I'm gonna have to remember this code. Hopefully, well, I'm assuming we can come back later and look at all of these notes, but I'm going to write down this code just in case. You've gained the conversation topic, biohazard bin. Consider discussing this with Grandpa when he emerges. Kind of. Kibbles, yeah. A baby jump scare. Okay, well, how many words do we have for him so far? Let's just look at the other stuff anyway. Filing cabinets. Throw the garbage away. Throw it away, 'cause I'm such a good little kid. Good at doing that. Ah! Oh, did we find him some snacks? Cashews! It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Rotten, thank you so much for the biddies, dude. For the James screaming in my ear biddies. I thought these were, like, intestines, but Grandpa might like this. That's true. He might. He just might. Oh, dog food? Is this poop? Garbage? Cleaning up the trash. Ooh, a note. Let me finish cleaning up all the trash first. All clean. The space will not be dirty again until next week. Hell yeah, I'm so good at this. An account of acquisition. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing chill, dude. I'm kind of sick right now, but you know. Snacks. Yeah, we found some. We found some old nuts for Grandpa. How's it going, Rotten? Yeah, let's read it now. It was said to pass from one family of steppe people to another, pressed on its ultimate origin illegible, somewhere to the south, coiled in a bowl covered in incantations, buried upside down by a graveyard, common late antiquity demon trap. The keeper, an elderly man in failing health, was ready to expound on, and is it supposed to be? Yeah, expound on and on about the dangers of the organism. But when I asked more pointed questions about the history of its acquisition, I was given curt responses that had a way of circling back to vague warnings. Second filing cabinet. Whoa, this one's really dirty. Damn. It's gonna take me forever to clean. Grandpa's gonna be really hungry. He's gonna be starving. I hope he's not too mad at me. Oh, all clean. Ooh. Linguistic module. Grandpa. Vocabulary card. Oh, we learned a word for Grandpa. Grandma's keeping the SCP, but he's too old to get. No, not really. Because we made it. The child, found the old doll, found the glue, found the picture of Grandpa, and summoned it, so to speak, through an act of magic, you know? Ooh, new camera, nice. Is it like a video camera or like a photo camera, or both? Like, what kind of camera is it? I still need to set up my new webcam. Wasn't paying attention like 30 seconds ago. Yeah. So it's like kind of like an SCP situation, but it's not really. I don't want to directly compare to that. It's more like demon summoning, kind of, you know? Hey, ghost. Greasy Grandpa. It's my favorite. How's it going, dude? Parents just keep hucking trash down here. I guess this is like an old lab. Here's how you say Grandpa. Card number 1. Module administrator will record details on the opposite side. G-R-N-P-A. Wow. We found it. We found it. A word. SCP, it has... Well, yeah, that's what I mean, but it's not... This isn't an SCP game. I say it's more like a demon summoning because it's kind of how it worked, but in terms of, like, how most people would understand it, it's an SCP because it's all scientific and ritualistic. Grandpa's doing good. We're about to give him dinner and teach him new words. Thank you for shouting out Ghost, by the way. How are you doing, Ghost? You guys should really follow Ghost. I know I say it every single time they're in here, but they're fucking awesome. They're super lovely, and their streams are really cozy and chill. Clean out the trash. Nothing. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's a hidden compartment. It's all taped up. Yeah, so it's like... You remove the taped-on fabric to reveal the cabinet's wooden bottom. Or reveal your mom's wooden bottom. So yeah, it's like summoning a demon, but it's an SCP. Overhead camera of the workstation. Ooh, cool. Hell yeah. Note regarding cleanup procedures. Yes, read it now, please. To my colleagues, I don't mean to be overly severe in tone, but Dr. Hart's work is very important, and the material we are working with is potentially very dangerous. I will be handing out a copy of this note as a reminder to everyone. I'm not trying to single any particular person out, We have misconceptions about the nature of this project from time to time. With that out of the way, here are some things to keep in mind. 1. The active growth must be thoroughly terminated via the correct procedures at the very least 4 weeks after dormancy is interrupted. 4 weeks. Okay, week 5 is the very latest. That's after dormancy is... Okay, so 4 weeks. We're on what? Week 2? Week 1? I'm just gonna... It'll tell us later. I wonder if there are multiple endings. Like, can I have an ending where I don't where you know, I don't take Grandpa to the farm? Well, 4 weeks is the earliest. Yeah, child's plus regardless, because this is a fancy child. Does not matter what we've done or haven't done regarding tests or procedures or how much the anthropoidic vacuum has been disrupted. We are not ready to go beyond 4 weeks at this point. Oh no, at the most 4 weeks. Okay, before it said 5, but no, I think 5 is like the max it will grow. But 4 is the recommended. Okay. A step-by-step guide determination has been posted by the enclosure wall. Please, please, please do not place the educational posters over this posting. They didn't listen to that, did they? Do not disrupt the anthropoidic vacuum without Dr. Hart's prior consultation and approval. In case of an emergency where the vacuum is disrupted, put on your equipment and begin the lockdown procedure. Make an extensive note of when and how the breach occurred. If you find the habitat empty, page Dr. Hart immediately, but do not attempt to speak with anyone else. This thing can get very smart. I'm sure you're all well aware from the stories we've heard on our acquisition trip. The greatest caution should be used when dealing with a potential aggressive mimicry scenario. Please seek me out if you have any more questions. William. Oh, it can mimic us. Yeah, 4 to 5 weeks, yeah. We're not ready to go beyond 4 weeks. Yeah, but before it said 5. So maybe it was 5 later on and this note's 4. I don't know. Kibbles, you're looking too deep into the 4 weeks thing. We know it should be 4 weeks. We know. It's 4 weeks. Ow, Hrothgar, that hurts. Yeah, 4 weeks according to that note, so we'll take it 4 weeks now. Before it said 5 weeks, it talked about termination. Entity and spent time around it, mimicking them would then be easier. Yes. Exactly. All clean. What's this, though? Notation regarding sample exoskeletons. Oh, fuck. Well, look over the documents again, please. Shell notes? Yeah, this looks like it. Research participants, please take note. Each growth from a cycle does not require a shell, but you may find the sample will often try and seize on something somewhat flexible it can grow into, along with any desirous yield it may generate, or else it will move from one shell to the next as it outgrows them. Okay, so Grandpa needs new skin. In the small amount of time I've spent with it in preparation, I've noticed it tends towards human forms. However, we should keep a tight lid on the anthropoidic seal in order to be cautious before we begin to experiment with exposing it to long-term anthropoid stimuli. Dr. Hart. I think it's going to take on the form of the child eventually. Posted it in the Discord. Ooh, your camera thing? Grandpa Hermit Crab. Let me look. Is it faint? Is it faint? Let me see. Then. No. That hurt. That hurt. Is it in your Discord or mine? Aha, here we go. Ooh. Oh, do you have it pointed at your printer? Or is that just your PC? Ooh, we got the light all set up. Ooh, we're gonna do some crafting streams? Oh, that's gonna be fucking fun to watch, dude. Hell yeah. Ooh, check it out. That's a fancy camera. Got the nice ring light going. Hell yeah. That'll be really fucking cool to watch, dude. I can't wait. That's awesome. GG on the new camera. Looking on my phone. Yeah, and check out your fucking swaggy workspace, my dude. What the hell? Damn, that is nice. You got the arcade machines, you got all the lights, all your music shit, your nice little corner. That is lit. Hey, Duct Tape Goat, how's it going, dude? Kibbles demands the paper regarding this experiment. Kibbles wants to replicate the experiment. Looking for things to do with your old camera? Not quite yet. I might use it as like a crafting or painting camera, like a secondary one later. Just like never leave there. I don't blame you. I would spend all my time there too. It looks awesome. I still need to set up my new camera. I got the mount in today, so as soon as I set up my new monitor arms, I'm going to set up the new camera as well, and I'm hoping to do that by Friday for the anniversary stream. Okay. Right. Hermit Crab Grandpa. Don't we still need to find another word for Grandpa? All clean. Medical imaging device. We have one piece of it? Oh, power. Oh. So we need to find some x-rays for Grandpa? Okay. I think we only have one word right now, but let's prepare Grandpa's meal. Grandpa's probably getting really hungry by now. Go to the kitchen corner, prepare food. Soft fruit or vegetable. Banana. No unappealing items. Wait, do I have to find more food? This new camera doesn't look very different. No, yeah, this isn't the new camera yet. I still have to set it up. I finally got the rest of the stuff in today. Hey, Seraphim. Rothgar buddy, may I use my hands, please? Here. Mr. Man, over here. Yeah, this way. Right. This hand, not my mouse hand. I have to use my mouse. Use my mouse. When it's you and one at your hands, hell yeah. It is the, it's the Makose. Hold on. 1 second, I can tell you. 4K Hrothgar win! Soon, very soon. It's just Makose's 4K. What's the name of it? It's this one. This one. It's like a mini DSLR thingy. So it acts like a webcam, but it's like a condensed DSLR. It's pretty fancy. Funny, those industrial cameras are better and cheaper than webcams. Yeah. Yeah. Why won't it, okay, so do we not need to give him an unappealing food? But it said he needed 2 food. Wait. Is there anywhere else I can explore? Let's save our game. Maybe more things will show up. Oh, explore the oh, right. Well, yeah, we should probably explore the basement more first. Duh. Oh my god, I totally forgot that was a thing. That's okay, Vaughn. Doesn't need to be on there the entire time, that's alright. Hrothgar stream, please. If he stayed in one place. Examine the cabinet. Slouching under the weight of rot and refuse. Right, I forgot that we have to look everywhere, not just in one scene. God, I love this fucking ambient soundtrack here. This is awesome. The industrial camera night. Oh, blueberries? It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Nice and nutritious for Grandpa. Alright, all clean. In the top drawer. More trash that I have to clean. What the fuck is that? Is that a doll's face, I think? A whole bunch of doll parts? I want to know, how does this place keep getting dirty every week? Yeah, these are all a bunch of doll faces. Gotta have fruit pop pop, you gotta be healthy. An account of acquisition. Before we began, he had us all cover our faces completely. An earthenware pot was illegible, and on the inside, as we stole brief glances at it, we could see the interior was inlaid with mirrors. The illegible Gave it small pieces of dough, spoiled food, chicken feed, keeping it content. The keeper gestured towards a small bag where the food composted and told us to be careful not to feed it any meat. Got it. I asked if the rotting food was enough to sustain it, how it might get nutrients from any of this. The keeper regarded me seriously and said it did not matter what it was fed. The act of feeding itself was what mattered. The act of feeding flesh is another act, however. He then gave me another series of grave warnings regarding not keeping any animal-derived foods near where I might be keeping it. Okay. No animal-derived foods, no meat. Got it. Don't feed it after midnight. Of course it's possible to grow a grandpa. Yeah, I don't even know if we've gone to school. I think our parents just locked us in the basement. In the bottom drawer. What is this? Does it say? I can't click on any part of it. Interesting. Maybe later then? Maybe later it'll be interactive. Oh no, I gave it bone jello. Let's look at this trash pile. Oh, the painting. Oh, something behind the painting. A folder full of radiographic images. Oh shit. I can examine this in detail later at the study corner. Anything else on the painting? I fucking love the aesthetic. This is awesome. No meatballs. No balls. Obviously, everybody used to work here isn't coming in. They would kill Grandma's room. Parents just keep tossing. Yeah, I think they're just like trashing the whole place, using it as a trash can. Not unappealing enough, yeah. The music is so fucking good. Oops. I'm so glad I'm finally playing this. I hate that I waited so long to play this now because this is so good. This is so fucking good. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat fiberglass insulation, though. He might. If he's hungry. Yum. Grandpa would love that. Was your grandpa grown or was he born? He was born and died at some point, and now he's grown. Or growing. He's a growing boy. He's a growing lad. All clean. Does this place still need to be cleaned up? We have enough food for him now. Okay, yeah. We got lettuce, banana, cashews, blueberries, and fiberglass. What more could you need? Oh, we got more trash over here that we gotta clean up. The waste here smells particularly strong. Love that. Can't wait to see what's underneath. That did rot. Molding food. A doll. Clean up. Paper doll. A simple paper doll. This might be useful in the construction of magic symbols. That's why we still have the glue and stuff. There we go. All clean. Let's see. There's Archibald. A doll. Insulation will warm Pop-Pop's heart. Would leather count? I would say that you would not be able to feed Grandpa leather. Yeah. I would say that would be considered meat or flesh. Bulbous growth. Trash. Let's clean this first and then we'll look at my bulbous growth. Oh. Oh, I don't know. Let's clean up the trash first. Duties before we get to the exciting stuff here. Has to feel like a reward. All clean. Now what is this? Corroded battery. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat it, however. Have a snack, Grandpa. Yeah, leather is like meat or... It said flesh as well. Can't eat flesh, and leather is flesh. It's literally what it is. So no, I would say Grandpa can't eat that. He can eat corroded batteries though, that's okay. Kind of reanimating and summoning him, Captain Charismatic. Yes, fish is meat. Ah, we finally found another piece of vocabulary. Linguistic module. Hello. Teach Grandpa this word to read the notes of past educators. So we can teach him how to say hello, Grandpa. Now let's look at our bulbous growth. Something appears to be growing from the wall, and you take a closer look. Oh shit. It's a pulsating sac. The slimy membrane that is its skin seems to contain something. I might be able to open it with a blade. Does Grandpa have cancer? Doctor says it's cool to cool it with the meat because of your gout. Pop pop. The darkness of the shadow corner nerves you cannot explain. Okay. So let's go back to the kitchen. How do I go back there? I forget how to. I forget how to do that. Did I click on the door? I don't remember. I will be right back though. We'll finally go feed Grandpa. We're gonna prepare his food and teach him a couple words after I take a brief break, okay? Everyone sit tight for just a moment, and then I'll see you folks very shortly. Alright, we are back. Hello. You guys talking about Logitech? I like my Logitech mouse a lot. The C920 has served me well over the years, but anything past the C920 seems to be not worth it in price when you can either just get a better camera elsewhere. But I do like my, what mouse is this? It's the one with all, like, the MMO buttons on the side. I like it a lot. Having a nerd moment? That's typical. Alright. Hi, Bob. Yes, hello. Hold on. Hrothgar demands attention before we continue. Yes, thank you so much for the nuzzles. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Yeah. You want to nuzzle my elbow? Thanks. You always wear out the right mouse button. I haven't broken a mouse by like wearing it out yet. I've had this one for a while. Gonna try the Hero 10K. It's supposed to have 0 dead zone. Is it a mouse? I don't get into that much into like FPS stuff, so it doesn't matter too much to me. It's like all the side buttons. Okay, so I have to remember how to get back. How do I just go through the door? Okay, you do go through here. Okay, so let's save. Let's go to the kitchen corner so we can give Grandpa his num-nums. He needs a soft fruit or a vegetable. So we're just gonna give him the banana first, and then he needs some, let's see, what pairs well with banana? Oh, you could use the fiberglass insulation, like, to coat the outside of the soft banana so it's like it's caramelized. Like it's a crunch. Conceal. The insulation is concealed in the browning banana flesh. We'll never notice it. He needs his nutrition. And the fiberglass is the only way that's going to happen. Yeah, get some rest, Dons. Have a good evening, man. By crushing them out of anxiety. I am really paranoid I'm going to break all my tech stuff. Yuppie some mouse. Nice. Yeah, it's just like cotton candy. Everyone's always fantasized about eating fiberglass, right? Okay, study corner. Okay, now let's go to Grandpa. Hi, Grandpa. Hello, are you hungry today? Observe, attempt to communicate, teach Grandpa, or feed Grandpa. Let's feed him first. I'd like to view the tutorial before you start. You will not be prompted again. Sure. This brief tutorial will go over the basics of feeding Grandpa. Via induction of your unprotected insula, Grandpa has simulated the production of tooth enamel to mimic a human mouth. It will need to be fed through this in order to properly learn and grow. First, you will need to select an item from the lunchbox. Click on the lunchbox in the bottom right corner. The contents of the lunchbox will be displayed. Nice food, bad food. Select an item from the lunchbox. Doing so will fill your hand with this item. Note that any food can be put back in the lunchbox by clicking on the lunchbox with a full hand. Before Grandpa can be fed, it must judge the food by smell. Hover your hand above Grandpa's olfactory bulbs. If Grandpa is pleased, it will allow you to feed it. Most foods Grandpa will accept, however. However, getting Grandpa to consume other things requires some culinary deception. Oh, okay, so that's preparing food is where you have to disguise things that he might not want to eat, still needs to eat. You gotta take your medicine, Grandpa. You gotta eat your fiberglass. But then we can just feed him the other nicer food, like the rotting blueberries that we found. We just can't feed him battery acid outright. Gotcha. When Grandpa is willing to be fed, hover your hand over its mouth and click. Grandpa will consume the food. Good luck on feeding Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa. Alright. Wait, hold on. No, we don't want to teach him how to feed you right now. You approach the small window. Oh! Click on Grandpa's nostrils. Grandpa's enticed by the smell. Click on Grandpa's oh god. Left of its mouth with a handful of food. Okay. Concealed insulation. Left of his mouth. Does it smell good? Where are your nostrils? Oh, there they are, I think. I see them. Unable to detect the unappealing item in the food. Hey, you hungry, Grandpa? Good, yummy. Although quickly consumed, the meal seems to be causing indigestion. With a sudden lurch, Grandpa empties its stomach onto the floor. The contents pool together in front of the cage. Oh, Grandpa didn't like that. I thought maybe it was good. Wait, it says click on Grandpa's nostrils, yeah, with a handful of food. If Grandpa's enticed by the smell. How do I know if he's enticed by the smell? He didn't like it. Okay, Grandpa? You want yummy nuts? Yum. Grandpa seems indifferent to the smell, but we'll accept this as a meal. Okay. What about some rotting blueberries? Yum! Oh, here you go, Gramps. Yum, yum. So good. The meal appears to have been sufficient. Good job, Grandpa. You really ate. Yeah. Step away from the window set in the bars, and Grandpa silently slides back to his corner. Feeding summary: 1 digestible food, 1 other. Okay. Well. Oh, we still need to feed him more. That wasn't acceptable. Okay, hold on. Grandpa, I hear your your tummy grumbling from here. You need more food? You still hungry? You're hungry, huh? Okay. How about some cashews? No, not cashews. Let's try the lettuce first. You'd like lettuce? Huh? This will sate its hunger, but... Okay. This is acceptable? This is good? I couldn't read it. I didn't poison him on purpose! The meal appears to have been sufficient. Good job, Grandpa. So good. Alright. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes towards its favorite corner. Success! 2 acceptable foods eaten. Great job, Grandpa. Full belly. You're gonna grow big and strong. Let's teach him to say fuck. Well, now it's time to teach Grandpa. Okay. Hi, Grandpa. You ready to study? You gotta be nice and smart so you can get into college someday. So you can get into college and then realize it's not for you and then drop out and lament over all of the money that you lost. But then after you lost all of your money and you're lamenting over that, you lament that you should have just stayed and kept yourself in debt. So you would have been smarter. You know? That could be you, Grandpa. That could be you. Okay, teach Grandpa. Wait, hold on. Examine his stomach content. Oh. Well, thank you, Grandpa. Still somewhat wet. What's the glue for? I think if Grandpa needs a new shell. Maybe. No thanks, I'll take batteries. Thank you so much, Grandpa, for the key and Pepto-Bismol. So, okay, it's not a bad thing that we fed him that, because we got what we needed. Alright, Grandpa, time for your lessons. Let's teach you how to say hello first. Grandpa's a big word. Would you like to view the tutorial? Yes. Okay, this brief tutorial will go over teaching Grandpa pronunciation and vocalization. The vocabulary word you picked will appear in the top left corner. In the bottom right corner will be a pentagon that is divided up into 8 sections. A section of the pentagon will be highlighted briefly. Yeah, things go by really quickly. I kind of had a hard time keeping track of the feeding thing because all the text was going quickly. Batteries, just like in the old country. A notification sound will play, and soon another section will be highlighted. You will control a small round icon that sits above the pentagon by using your mouse. The ball is constrained to the limits of the pentagon. Okay. The goal is to keep your icon over the highlighted area and move it as the area changes sections around. Okay, so just follow the highlighted areas. When you hold left click above the correct highlighted area, the icon will start to vibrate along with the simulated vocal cords, and the current letter of your word will begin to turn red. Ah, we're massaging Grandpa's vocal cords for him. He's making sounds. Keep holding over the highlighted section and adjust your icon as it changes place. Soon the letter will become fully red. After every letter becomes red, Grandpa will proudly pronounce the word to you, and it will be considered learned. Teaching Grandpa these words will accelerate its cognitive development and lead to further breakthroughs in general intelligence. Teach word hello? Sound it out game? Yeah. Maybe he'll tell us a story eventually. Alright. You approach the small window set in gel box. Okay, let's teach you how to say hello, Grandpa. You can do it. Oh. This is really hard, actually. Oh my god. How do I know? I just have to keep doing it until it appears with the circle thingy? This is hard. When do I click? Yeah. Hold down the right mouse button. Okay. If you wish to end the lesson. How do I... When do I know it's time? Oh, no. Okay, I think I get it. Oh, there we go. Oh. I get it now. Good. Oh, you're making... Oh, you almost got a letter. This is really hard. Uh-huh. Oh. You're starting to make sounds. Yeah. Ah. There we go. Oh, fuck. Uh-huh. Fuck. This is really hard. Fuck. Oh my god. Wow, this is really, really hard. Yes, I am clicking now. I am clicking now. This is very, very hard. I am holding it down the whole time. Oh, maybe like this. Oh, I get it. Okay. There we go. I wasn't holding it down the whole time. You said it! Good job! I get it now. I thought I had to, like, click and hold it down and then release, and then when it moved to the next one, click and hold it down, but you just continuously do it. I was making it harder for myself. Deep within Grandpa, strange membranes phonate confidently. Hello. It sure sounded like hello. Good job, Grandpa! Yay! You can have, one single cashew. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the vocabulary module card and the notes there written by administrators of the past. Hello, part of vocabulary and vocalization module A2, conversational basics. General pronunciation comments, sloppy articulation. Module comments, see below. Yeah, it wasn't. You could kind of hear more the tone that it was saying hello, but you couldn't really understand what it was saying. Yes, this is a horror game. Beardy dude. We are already encountering some difficulty as Whisker's subjectivity is so much more determined by a diverse and dynamic array of influences. It attempts to mimic the thoughts and desires it passively intercepts, and these imitations go on to structure the basics of its identity. Only later in Whisker's growth cycle does it begin to form an identity or identities that are coherent and capable of resembling a sane, rational human being when engaged in conversation. So it's picking up on me. Oh, that's healthy. That's great for this. That's great for Grandpa. One must imagine how hard it would be to converse with someone who is not yet oriented in one particular way towards who or how they are, because they might have 20 different honest answers to those questions, all of them mixed together and mixed and muddled together. Because of this, we have started with the basics of conversation, greetings, partings, identifying one another, forming questions, etc., etc. It is fortunate Whisker's current growth, 19, I believe, has developed a mostly accurate human mouth simulation. Hello was a bit of a challenge in previous growth, as it had failed to develop an adequate organ to act as a human tongue. You step away from the bars and store the module card at the document table. Yeah, it's definitely atmospheric horror. Alright, good job. You did it. Grandpa recently emptied his stomach. Explored the base. I picked up the puke. Oh, actually, yeah, before we finish teaching words, let's go explore the basement a little bit, now that we have that key. And then we'll teach Grandpa another word. Where does this key go? The safe, maybe. Where was the safe? Was it in the cabinet? Bottom floor. You try the safe's lock with the key you found, and it pops open. Oh shit. A photo of your mother as a young woman. Oh. The recognition of this face kicks off a cascade of emotion and meaning deep within your psyche. I don't think we should show that to Grandpa. Or maybe we do. Because it spoke a lot about mimicry. Can it mimic just by photo alone? So Grandpa was keeping these items down here as well. Click on anything else here? Just the photo? Okay. Just the photo of Mom, nothing else. Damn, ROM's hot. Yeah, fucking banged her. Okay. Is there anything else in the top drawer? All clean. Really can't click on anything else here? Maybe later we can. Okay. Let's go back and teach Grandpa another word. Still wants me to explore the basement? I think I did an okay job. I don't think there's anywhere else I could have explored. Didn't say, like, keep holding left mouse. Yeah, but I got it in the end, yeah. Okay, Grandpa. Make sure there's nothing else here. Wow, you are wiggly today. Attempt to communicate. Let's teach you one more word and then we can attempt to. Vocabulary card, Grandpa. This is a big word, Gramps. Okay, we're gonna try really hard. This is really hard. Okay, you can do it, I believe. Yeah. There you go, Gran. Oh, there you go. Grand. D. Double D it. PPP. In your penis. Grandpa. Strange memory phonates. That was very good. I could hear that one. Grandpa, nice job. Have you guys ever been on Pink Trombone, I think it's called? No, that sounds really sexual. But it's not. It's a site that's meant to, like, comically simulate the vibration of, like, and then the movement of muscles in the like, human body to make, like, funny sounds and stuff. So, like, you can change the way the soft palate is positioned or how the tongue is positioned, how the throat is, and then make it make ridiculous fucking sounds. It's great. It's great. Yeah, have you guys heard of pink trombone? It's a real thing, I promise. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the vocabulary module card and the notes there written by administrators of the past. Yeah, all the time. See, exactly. Waffle knows what's up. Yeah, Kibbles knows what's up. Grandpa, part of vocabulary and vocalization module E81, family. General pronunciation comments. Usual trouble with articulation. Voice thin and raspy, possibly underdeveloped larynx. Module comments. See below. I think he did a better job at Grandpa than he did at Hello. You know? We've done several sessions of what we are calling familial relations simulation. I and a co-researcher sit in chairs opposite the enclosure. We are wearing the usual masks, and we begin to act out a scene, mostly through improvisation that might roughly resemble a kitchen table conversation between an immediate family. Repeated trials would reveal, although our simulated conversation was purposely vague and unspecific regarding persons and identities, we would only address each other as brother, father, sister, etc., etc. It soon became apparent the encoded information and associations we unconsciously draw upon when hearing and speaking these words was being picked up on by Whiskers and its psi-type field of reception / interception of brain / mind event / semantic content. My co-researcher William noticed this in a simulation where Whiskers was given a role as a sister, and he as a brother. I was the father. Whiskers began responding to certain prompts with unusual specificity as well as general pattern and timbre of speech that continued with unusual consistency. As soon as the simulation ended and we left the enclosure area, William let me know that Whiskers was almost certainly drawing from encoded memories of his late sister. Mapping out exactly what regions and centers of neural activity are intercepted by the psi-type field will take extensive neuroimaging that we do not have at this site. Right, we gotta go look at the thingy. Oh, chat, don't let me forget that. By the psi-type field will take extensive neuroimaging that we do not have at this site. Currently, we only have a less precise portable equipment. However, our experiences so far are eerily in line with folk knowledge and folk explanations regarding the being's access to desires, and we can begin to infer that it's access to certain portions of the limbic system and the ventral temporal cortex. Step away from the bars. Okay. Luna's only fan name with Pink Trombone. The title of yet another one of my favorite prolapse. You know, me and my favorite prolapse video. Okay, yeah, explore the basement. So, right, we need to go. It's at the, in the study corner, right? I think. Hi, Grandpa. Okay, study corner. Medical imaging device. Yes, yes. You slip the radiographic images you found onto the machine's display. Propagation 21, day 19 after dormancy. Nth vacuum broken. Yeah, so the vacuum was broken. Terminated at 21 days. After dormancy, it's 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks. I was thinking so it's like a few weeks, okay. So it actually started to grow human features. Intriguing results with regard to the mimic hypothesis. A participant entered a sealed chamber adjacent to Whiskers, growth cycle 21. So when it says growth cycle 21, does that mean each week, or are they just calling, like, each time they've tried to create this entity another growth cycle? So there have been, like, 19, or, like, you know, 20 other Whiskers before them. Yeah, how do you even choose a favorite? Growth cycle 21, which had been freed from the anthropoidic vacuum, constructed quite economically from plastic and broken mirrors, the first oh shit, that's what we found. That was the vacuum? Oh. The first propagation's original earthenware vacuum was shattered during the move-in. That's real scientific. Plastic and broken mirrors. I think it's attempt 21. Between the two, there was a semi-opaque glass panel that allowed observation both ways. The human participant was asked to think of someone in the popular consciousness, fictional or no, and cognate it on their image, personality, face if possible, voice if possible, etc. Our participant chose Jesus of Nazareth, and with weekly repeated exposures to the participant's imaginings, Propagation 21 began forming what resembled an anthropoid Nazarene in the fold of its spines. So that's the whole point of the mirror it wears. You wear the mirrors so the entity, the growth, cannot see you and mimic you, but instead the mirror then, by some folk belief and magic means, projects exactly what you're imagining, and therefore then it mimics. And I guess when you're putting it inside the vacuum, it's called a vacuum because it's just constant mirror, so then it can only see itself, and then it kind of collapses in on its own image. I think that's how I'm understanding it. They found Jesus in the toast. But then it being the mimicry being a growth itself is interesting. It doesn't just like mold, it grows it from inside of it and it forms over it. By your 21st grandpa, it's okay to cut corners and feed them plastic and we're already feeding it batteries. Hey Zach, how's it going? Living his half-life yet? I don't know what's going on. Okay. Previous human-oriented tests have always bore out a result that Whiskers would form an anthropoid team member, be it me or Dr. Hart or Gerald, and we assumed it was merely mimicking one of us. Dr. Hart has always contended the desirous yield, or the anthropoid reproduction Whiskers creates when in contact with human beings, has always been based on the conception and relation to the person through someone else. So not directly from them, but the relation through someone else. Maybe I was wrong about before then? We'll see. With this framework, the desirous yield is not actually a replica of a person, yeah? Or if it is, it's only a replica of the fiction of a person generated in the mind of another. So then it cannot replicate someone directly, but it replicates the idea of someone. That's almost more unnerving in a way. And we have photos of our mother and shit. Oh no. Oh no. You get grandpa to try to mimic a loving mother? What is this? Propagation 2, day 0 after dormancy. Vacuum broken, yes. Terminated at 6 days. We have taken to calling it Whiskers. Though, of course, some have interpreted it as hair or needles or quills, but Whiskers is more accurate as the needles are really more like suprasensory follicles or spines. The nerve nets distributed through the morphology of these spines resemble those of genus Hydra, but have myelin sheaths that are functionally the same as vertebrae. As we can see in the X-ray, each spine is laden with dense optical arrangements. Oh. Similar to compound eyes. Oh. The Hydra connection is assuredly worth investigating with regard to the organism's capacity for regeneration and anecdotal deathlessness. It's certain is a robust enough creature to inspire marvel that is not untinged with fear. So every single spine, every single little hair that we've seen on Grandpa can, like, see things, so to speak. Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. That's how it grew in the first place, Joe. Yeah. That's why when we made it, it had the photograph of our grandpa on the doll. We are growing it, essentially, and eventually it will mimic it by the ideas and memories that we have of him. Two people can perceive the same entity differently, and then so it's like two different entities. Yeah. So, yeah, it could mimic something differently just because everyone perceives someone else differently, right? I think of my mom, and someone else thinks of my mom. If this creature mimicked it, it could feel like two completely different entities based off of perspective alone. They're more like nerves that you think. That's what I mean. Like, I say see, so to speak. Well, the seeing part, it did mention optic capabilities and eyes. Like, you can kind of see here, but I think they're more for, like, feeling and like, the environment than, like, directly seeing. Maybe. We don't know yet. Think of your mom every night. Yeah, who can be scared of something called whiskers? Looks like a fish. Propagation 14, day 14 after dormancy. Vacuum was not broken, but it was terminated at 16 days. Exposure to mammalian forms, part of series of zoomorphic influences, led to further understanding of the propagation's ability to simulate the somatic stem cells constitute fully developed animals. I write simulate in the previous statement because examining the tissue of each propagation leads me to believe its amazing capacity for accelerated growth of vastly different forms comes from its cell-level mutability. And yet, at no time does it function as the thing it becomes, except in the sense that it mimics it. That is to say, when Whiskers is removed from dormancy and replicates a rabbit's morphology, it is not seeing from the rabbit's eyes, nor smelling through the rabbit's nose, but pretending that it does and doing a very good job. Interesting. That's terrifying, honestly. That is a very, like, the concept of, like, doppelganger, so to speak, are, like, really, really creepy to me. I don't see enough doppelganger stuff in horror games. Freaks me the hell out. And it just, that really, like, that plays on them. Can it replicate? No, it can't self-replicate. No, it can only replicate based off of, like, someone else's ideas and imaginings of another creature or another person. This thing, I don't think it can replicate itself because one, it already is itself, and two, that's not, I think it's, like, beyond the imagination, kind of. It's this weird, they don't even understand it yet, so it wouldn't be able to complete that, like, mimicry cycle. There's not everything to understand. They're pretending to feel things, you know? Yeah, it's just copying. Yeah, not, yeah. Well, I mean, mimicking and copying can be the same depending on the context. Propagation 5, day 10 after dormancy. Vacuum broken. Nope, but terminated at 12 days. This radiograph was taken at or around growth cycle 4. The strange thing about it was that the subject of the image was found nowhere near the enclosure. It's almost like a piece of Whiskers fell off and scurried into the corner. Oh fuck, you remember the blob? Do you think I could use the key to break it? Yeah, I bet he's going to puke up, like a blade eventually that we can use to slice that, like, tumorous growth open. Yeah, it's kind of the point of the mirror, yeah, I think, Joe. I'm pretty sure. I feel like we've learned a lot since then, but at the time, I remember speaking about the morphology being weird, not really even resembling any extant zoomorphic structure, besides maybe a cuttlefish. Then I happened to open the thing up. Inside were all these little dead amoeba-like things, but they all sort of looked like they had faces. Faces that were just barely there. After I took the radiograph, I gathered it up and went to go through it in the biohazard bin. As I walked by the bars of the enclosure, I could hear Whiskers suddenly going wild, flopping around and grunting excitedly. Could it have smelled the cuttlefish thing? Would it eat its own production? I guess it's technically flesh. This is beyond the scope of the project, but it could be that without the stimulus of an active brain, or more specifically a healthy and active brain capable of face recognition and theory of mind, Whiskers begins to pull whatever it can from the limited data available to it. Again, this is not our focus at this time, but I left a note for Dr. Hart just in case he wanted to take a look. So is it or is it not a good idea for me to open up that tumor? Oh, I didn't realize that the music was... Oh, that's cute. Okay. Well, let's go have a chat with Grandpa. We taught him. Let's have a wee chat. Let's save our game. We gained a lot of information from that alone. Holy shit. Okay. Hi, Grandpa. Hear you breathing, friend. Let's attempt to communicate. Grandpa cedes to your request. It approaches the bars and begins to unknit its skin. The inner grandpa, though still not fully formed, is revealed, and may be fruitful to speak with it if it can respond. Grandpa's showing me his meat? Oh shit. Ask about Wish. Ask about Grandpa's shell. Ask about the biohazard bin. Goodbye. Is this a network that it's growing inside of it? Ooh. The music is so good too. It's almost calming. Feels like we're exploring underwater. This is too calm for its own good. Let's ask about wishes. Pop slimy. With a great deal of effort, Grandpa gurgles fragmented thoughts through its ill-formed lips. Mother will new lives out of the air. The dark, spiny filaments that make up the majority of Grandpa's body begin to oscillate rapidly. Air behind your eyes. I can taste it. Thanks. That's really comforting. I really appreciate that. Can I ask about your shell, Grandpa, or are we done talking for today? It curls through its ill-formed lips. Skin. My body. All human skin around me. Give more. Grow more to fit. You're starting kinda to have it's not quite human skin yet, Grandpa. It's doll skin? Yeah, he really does look like he's chewing like an old guy. You're progressing much faster than I thought, Grandpa. I'm kind of proud of you. You're granny gumming before I even asked you to. Can we talk about the waste bin? However, it fails to produce more than a wet and frustrated sputtering noise. Reminds me of a Good Friday with your mother. Okay. Nothing about that yet. I think it's had enough talking for today. I think Grandpa's suffering. Grandpa needs skin. Well, he has to grow the skin first. I can't grow it for him. I'm helping him grow. Goodbye. Grandpa silently sends back into its shell. This is just the shell that Grandpa's inside of it. Okay. Let's observe him. You examine Grandpa, noting its movements, respiration, and general mood. It's almost like, because we were playing as a child, and I know we have these almost supernatural capabilities and intelligence, so to speak. But it's almost like anyone who, like, comes in contact with any of this information is just, like, already, like, almost seduced into researching by it. Seduced into taking careful note and helping it grow. Like, it's not only do you want to, but it's almost like making you. Now, yeah, now I don't know how I'm gonna suck the air behind my eyes for you, but I don't know if that's on the dinner menu for tomorrow, Grandpa. You might just have to suffer. Grandpa appears content and ready to cooperate. Oh, I should have observed first. He might have not wanted to talk to me. Ooh. Okay, Grandpa. I'm gonna do one last sweep of the basement. And then we're gonna see, and then we're gonna go to the next week. A hairy thing that was here before is gone. Where'd that tumor go? The bulbous growth. The sharp edge. Okay, the key won't work on that. All clean. Okay. And we don't have any light source yet. I haven't seen anything. All clean. Yeah, just double checking here. Examine. Something about that paint. Okay. Alright, we definitely looked in the cabinet. They mentioned all the amoeba type things are like almost looked like they had faces. The first thing I thought of was the drawer with all the doll parts in it. Give this alien empathy, giving it a name. I feel like we give this alien empathy, giving it a name, yeah? And also want to ask for help that you reach out. Would we as people do this, like, naturally? Likely, yes. And because of that, there would have to be, like, really strict protocol in place to not do that. If this was, like, a really realistic situation. Feed it a person. We can't do that. No flesh. The note said no flesh. That's what the shaman of the steppes said. No flesh. Bad. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. Okay. Yeah, I can't click on any of this stuff yet, but maybe we can. Okay. back in here. My grandpa. End the week. I think we did it. Too bad. Flesh it up. No flesh. Not this time. Yes, I feel like I was pretty thorough. They've already done it for science. Weekly summary. Food acquired: lettuce, banana, cashews, blueberries, fiberglass insulation, battery, and concealed insulation. Documents acquired. We got glue, the book, the doll, a whole bunch of notes, grandpa doll, terminate all this stuff. Got our mom. Great. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to new conversation topic to discuss with Grandpa. Language. Consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. Hooray, we can talk about words. Week 3 all— oh shit, that was week— oh, that was week 1. Oh shit, are we gonna have to kill you soon? Oh god. Mrs. Richards approached me the other day in order to remark on Adrian's development. She noted how much more at ease she appeared when called upon in class or when asked to participate in group exercises. I told her I had seen this change happening as well, and that as much as I would like to take credit for it, I can only guess dimly at what might be reshaping her attitude. Mrs. Richards posited that it was perhaps Adrian's family moving into their grandfather's property that caused the change. It apparently is out in the country, in a wooded area full of wide open space and far from the bustle and noise of the city. The grandfather, Dr. Jacob Hart— oh. Grandpa is Jacob Hart. So he was the one running this entire thing. Okay. Had jointly purchased the land with the university he was employed with and began constructing what he was intending to be a satellite campus for a burgeoning psychological anthropology program that he had a hand in establishing. Only one building ever ended up being constructed after Dr. Hart died in a car accident when driving back from the property one day. Eerily, at almost all the exact same time, a grad student who was assisting Dr. Hart on some sort of project at the property vanished without a trace. The property sat in disuse for years as it was tied up in legal battles between Dr. Hart's next of kin, the university, and the vanished grad student's family, and the other students Dr. Hart was working with. Eventually, the case was settled out of court. Only recently did the property fall into the possession of Adrian's mother. Obviously, I was not going to relay the whole tragic story to Adrian, who, for all I know, believes her grandpa to still be living in the basement of his home. I think he is. I don't think she's making this shit up. This is an extremely detailed story, my dude. Besides, I thought that she might already know all of this. Perhaps the elaborate story she was constructing was her own way of escaping the morbid details of a life, or perhaps lives, cut short by the cruel force of fate and the cynical adults who squabbled in the aftermath. I determined perhaps the storytelling she was, and continues to engage in, should not be encouraged by me. At least not in the way I went about it before. Hey. I always forget how to pronounce that. Pyrites. Yes, it's Pyrites, Pyrite. Right? Yes. Hello, Pyrite. Pyrite raid. Thank you very fucking much for the raid, my dude. I had to think about that again, but I got it. Instead of throwing Grandpa out at 5 weeks, can we eat him? Doesn't seem like our parents are feeding us well, but welcome, Svike. Hello, Robins, and Pyrite and Blitz. Hi, what were you up to? What were you playing? Oh, Beyond Two Souls, man, I haven't seen that game in a while. Is it your first time playing it? How do you like it? Counselor seems a little bit absent-minded. Because I think they're kind of using this as an experiment of their own, so they don't want to get too involved because then they'll miss out on the story. Yeah, speak, everyone, hello. Thank you very much for the raid, there for you. Eat it phlegm, yeah, exactly. Your first time and you finish it today and you love it, nice, hell yeah. I haven't thought about that game in a really long time. It's a David Cage game, right? Beyond Two Souls? Same guy who did Heavy Rain, right? I hope you had a groovy fucking stream. We are growing our grandpa tonight, which I am going to have to wrap up soon-ish. Yeah. Shorter stream tonight, as I said. I'm really not feeling well. But we might finish this for the anniversary stream if I don't finish it tonight, which I don't think I will. Or we might finish it tomorrow. Same people, yeah. Nice. Well, I hope you dig those too. Hey everyone, from Pyrite Stream, I'm Luna. I play horror games. I especially focus on indie horror games, and also anything weird, immersive, and obscure. I like classic survival horror. I like some retro games. I like adventure. I like mystery. I like fantasy. I like RPGs as well. So those are some of the shit that that's some of the shit that I do here. The anniversary stream is on Friday. Yeah, this Friday. I posted all the information about it on in like depth on Discord, and then it's in the announcements channel, and then the chantings channel, and then I also posted the image info about it on Twitter too. We have lots of fun goals. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. It's a really big milestone, and I'm excited for it for sure. Determined perhaps the storytelling she was and continues to engage in should not be encouraged by me, at least not in the way I went about it before, where I made active inquiries into her strange fantasy of a semi-sentient ball of skin. When I saw Adrian, I did not bring up her grandpa or ask questions about his growth. Adrian could not stop talking about it, however. I had no choice but to weather her bizarre and enthusiastic effusions about her new best friend. You're the first person to ask about it. Now she has someone who will finally listen to her. She's going to keep talking about it. Adrian, maybe we can talk about something else. I'm not sure I'm following you exactly. Yeah, that's what I do here, Robin. That's what I do. He's gotten so big. He has so many whiskers that come out, and I can see them move around when I think about him. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm so happy Grandpa's back. He's so much cooler than Mom and Dad. Once again, for what it's worth, I put down the story where the story she told me as best as I could. Adrian once again told me about growing her grandpa. Now we're on another week here. I'll be back in just a moment, okay, folks? Sit tight for a couple. Speaka. Is it Java or Yava? Welcome. Yeah, go piss, girl. Let's do a little bit of progress on this, and then I do have to wrap up stream. I gotta get some rest, like I said. My eyes are burning in my skull. Big head. Sorry, that was really quiet. I have my volume turned down. Big head. I did, by the way, change Big Head to be free. It's not underneath channel points, but it's underneath the extension. The sound alerts extension panel. You can find it there and anyone can play it. God of Strategies and Link. Alright, let's do a little bit more stuff here. We still have glue and we still have the key. How's the vent doing? Yeah, hairy thing that was here before. We need to look for food. How's the bulbous growth? Seems like it could be easily opened with a sharp edge. We still don't have a knife. Yeah, we have to clean up all the trash again. We need a knife and we need a light. We're already on week 3. Next week is next week termination week, or does it mean at the end of week? So like at the beginning of week 5. Grandpa's morph? Is that a compact? Oh, it's a kiwi! It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. I think we need to make Grandpa puke again. Sound alerts extension? Is that a Streamlabs thing? Nope, it is a sound alerts thing. It's either, I think you can find it below, or not below, it's on the about panel, you can find all the stuff for that there. So you can, play, certain sounds with biddies, and there's also some, free ones on there as well. You should be able to find it all there. Okay. Trash. Yeah, too dark over here still. Let's look in the cabinet again. Maybe it has new stuff? Slouching under the weight of rot and refuse. Perfectly ripe kiwi in the trash. I know, it looks delicious. What's wrong with this kiwi? Half of an ancient and nearly completely dried out kiwi fruit. What's wrong with it? Yes, that's what I said on the about page, yeah. It's not an overlay extension. It is an about page extension, yeah. So if you just like scroll down, you should see it. I can add it as an overlay extension though. I believe that is something I can do, so I might do that instead. But I believe it only lets you have it either in the about section or as an overlay. Not both, which I would kind of like both. But I don't know, that kiwi sounds fine and tasty to me. You can see it on, okay, that's good. Who's filling up all this shit? Is it some unforeseen trash entity? Someone else going down here than Grandpa? Thank you very much for the biddies, Joe. It does work. I didn't get spooked that time. I'm growing resilient, just like Grandpa. I'll clean. Space will not be dirty until next week. Nothing in the drawer this time. Thank you for the sacrificial titty biddies. And I still can't grab any of this stuff, which is interesting. Oh, gotta clean up the other drawer. Silly me. I know we can move the trash can around. I just haven't really felt the need to. I like the ability to. All clean. I did it. Nothing here though. Yeah, exposure therapy, exactly. Okay. Let's look at the painting again. Something about that painting looks strange. We already found what we needed in there. Maybe there'll be something new in the trash here. Oh, another note.
Oh my god.
I can't believe what I've seen. Ah, and a snack? A potato. It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Oh, vocabulary card. Life. Wow, we are advancing quickly. Card number 4. Grandpa's gonna learn a new word. A gray tuber. Quite pliable and soft. Ooh, it's fresh. That will create a nice, you know, interesting texture on the palate with the ancient dried kiwi. Wheel painting looks weird. Did that. Oh, the trash pile over here. Waste here smells particularly strong. Clean it up. Grandpa doesn't like a messy basement. Grandpa hates a messy basement. You gotta make it nice and clean. Oh, another vocab card. Seems like we have enough food. Indecision. That's a big word. Oh my goodness. He is advancing Card number 3. All clean. I don't have any. Can I? You want? Oh, there's another one. Wait. Yet another pulsating sac grows in this corner. Oh shit. Oh, I thought that was the same one. No, there's more than one tumorous growth now. I think Grandpa really is growing. Maybe that's something that it mentioned with the little amoeba things, right? Hmm. Okay, is there anything else I can click on in here that I might have missed? Some form of light. I don't know what the glue and the key is for right now. Yeah, trash. Just double checking. Everything here is good. But then... you want some glue? Particular human representation. Oh! Oh my goodness! A tangible symbol of intention and desire. I totally didn't even realize that we had all of this together. Oh god. No, Grandpa can't duplicate himself. Because there isn't really a self of him to duplicate. I think it's just more growths. I don't think it's duplications. Oh no. Oh, I don't think we should be doing this. Totally. Oh no. Oh god. Alright. Let's go see Grandpa. Let's go show the image of a doll to our grandpa that's not going to go well. Let's save our game. Go to the kitchen corner. Anything in the fridge? Oh, a pear. And a strawberry. Venom Crazy, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah. I hate when I have to lance Grandpa's bulbs every fucking week, dude. Sorry if the alerts are quiet. I have my volume turned down so the game isn't as loud. By the way, how is the game volume? Is it still okay? Grandpa might like this. I think we need to make Grandpa puke again. Let's grab the potato and put a battery in it. Ooh, we're gonna feed Grandpa a radio. Still good? Okay, thank you. Batteries concealed in the soft potato. Grandpa's gonna love this. We're gonna feed him nuts and potato batteries. Okay, let's go to the study corner. Is there anything new here? Anything new in the filing cabinets? I'm getting really fast at cleaning up trash. Just saying, Grandpa would be really proud of me. Space is all clean. This is a pile of coins. I have a potato battery if you're hungry. If you're hungry. Battery latke. Yum. It's zesty. It's starchy and zesty. Cleaning up the trash. All clean. Woohoo! Filing cabinet 3. All clean. Just double checking everything's clean. Alright, grand. Posters are still good here. Those are still removed. Nothing new there. No new documents. Oh, mother doll. Oh. You can just look at it here. That counts as a document. Interesting. Yeah, it might give you a little tinge of heartburn. We have no new images to look at either. Good fucking question. Maybe all the scientists are ghosts. Okay. Let's go to Grandpa. Whoa! Grandpa, you... My, what ears you have. You examine Grandpa, noting its movements, respiration, and general mood. Grandpa's gums are bleeding slightly, and its skin seems overly dry. It may need a food packed with vitamin C. A kiwi fruit would be an excellent remedy. I've got you. I have a really old moldy kiwi right in my pocket, just for you. Grandpa, you're gorgeous. You're so hairy and beautiful. There's your puke on the floor still. I bet that smells really nice. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to go. No, I prepared your meal. Okay, let's feed Grandpa first. There he is. Okay, Grandpa. let's give you first a concealed battery. Is unable to detect the unappealing item. Enticed by the smell. Not good. The meal seems to be causing some indigestion. Contents are deposited into the pool of Grandpa's previous stomach expulsion. Hey, Grandpa. Now we're going to give you a delicious kiwi. Yum. Seems indifferent to the smell, but we'll accept it. You have to eat your vitamins. It's efficient. Yeah, you need to eat all your vitamins. Very important. Maybe you would like... Actually, let's go observe him before we feed him more. Silently. One other, okay. How's he looking now? Content and ready to cooperate. Okay, but how... Offer the mother... Oh, God. 1 out of 3. Okay, so we... Wow, he is getting hungry. He's a growing boy. Alright, let's feed you some more. Let's give you strawberries and cashews. Yeah? Sound tasty, Grandpa? There you go. There you go. Yum, yum. Tasty. Yeah, kiwis keep you nice and hairy. Eat the hard skin. It might need something high in vitamin C. Here, Grandpa, here's a battery. That's very tasty. Okay, and then maybe you would like a rock hard strawberry? Sate its hunger, but that's all. Sorry, Grandpa, you gotta eat. I know it's not your favorite. I'm sorry. Good job. Step away from the window. Grunts in appreciation and look most for his favorite corner. Alright, all eaten. Yum. I'm going to save my game. This might be a horrible idea, but I'm going to show him the mother doll. This is a very, very bad idea. Oh, wait, first. Oh, let's do this first. A bit rusty, but still perfectly usable. Might help explore more of the basement. Grandpa, sit tight. I have bulbs to explore. Carefully make an incision into the growth with your scissors. It is now possible to take a look inside. This might be a really bad idea. You peer into the small opening created by your incision. Poke the bulbs. Grandpa's gonna love this. In the oily cavity, a powerful smell of rot arises, and many small, increate beings lay motionless and dead. However, you just barely hear the near-silent slithering of something. Or maybe it's just your imagination. Clean up the fetuses. Clean up the inhuman fetuses. Not really fetuses. They said they're more like amoebas with faces. Clean up the biohazardous waste. Whoa! You're writhing. Anthropoid Remnant 1, a self-sufficient animal form knit together from years of ambient thoughts, left to crawl around the basement. Grandpa may enjoy the flesh. It said, don't give him flesh. Don't feed him after midnight. Don't feed him flesh. Oh, he's grooving. Gigantic germs. It's a meal. I don't think it's a possible shell. It's food. There are 2 endings to this game I saw in the achievements, so I feel like this is how we unlock one of the endings. I'm going to go for don't feed it the flesh ending first, and then maybe the next round we'll feed it flesh. All clean! You've gained the conversation topic, little friends. Consider this when discussing Grandpa. Right, where's the other... Wasn't there another bulb? Another tumorous growth somewhere? No? Trash pile over here, the bulb is gone. You carefully make an incision into the growth with your scissors. Vocab homework, now! Hey! Hold on, I'm getting some friends. Peer into the small opening. And the oil... Same text again. However, you just barely hear something near silently slithering. Throw away discombobulated amoeba. Toiling the day away during... Oh, we got a lumpy one. Oh, he does have a face. You couldn't really see the face before, but now you can really clearly see it. Oh, this is very squelchy. Okay. Anthropoid Remnant 2. A self-sufficient animal form knit together from years of ambient thoughts left to crawl around the basement. Grandpa may enjoy the fun. So now we have 2 of the pieces, so next week we can feed it... Oh, actually, it might be too late next week. Because week 4, don't we have to terminate him? In any case, I need to wrap up. So we'll finish this week here. Actually, this actually might be a good saving point. And then we can do the vocab homework. Yeah. Okay, so do you guys want me to finish this tomorrow and get the other ending, or would you guys rather have me save it and play it on Friday for the anniversary stream? I'm going to be beginning with Nightmare of Decay. That was the idea, but we could also do this. But I'm kind of entranced and want to play it tomorrow too, but if you guys want to save it as a little bit of a cliffhanger, that's up to you guys. Finish tomorrow before Black Book? We could do that if you guys are down for that. I'm really fucking enjoying this. Because I want to get the other ending too. I think, like, when we start up tomorrow, it should be, like, the last save point, because I'm worried, like, I don't mind having to redo a day over, because I'm worried that on week 4 we'll have to terminate him, or something will have to happen. Not week 5, not the beginning of week 5. So it feels like this week is, like, the final before things start changing the endings, and I want to get both endings. But it definitely seems like that's how you get either ending, either the feeding it the flesh or not. Vote finishing it for tomorrow? Cool, okay, we can finish this tomorrow. I hate that, like, I bought this so early on. I was so excited for it, and I hate that I waited so long to play it. But that almost made the wait, like, worth it. Yeah, double ending tomorrow. Yeah, well, I'm going to get both endings. Because I am loving the shit out of this. This is fucking incredible. Again, the story, the writing, like, the way they tell the story, is, like, through the perspectives is very creative. And I like the writing a lot. I like how in-depth it is. I like, that it isn't just, like, some recycled SCP kind of stuff, and it really takes its own, like, eldritch kind of route about it. I fucking love the aesthetic. This, compared to the other games, the developer that I played, is a little bit more of, like, a traditional game experience. The other ones were more, like, kind of more, like, artistic pieces, which I also love their shit, too. Wholly recommend if you dig this and you like artsy, weird games. Their stuff is so fucking cool. Water Womb World also deals with, the eldritch unknown, science, and the supernatural all combining. And Discover My Bodies and Our Bodies does too, but I think it's My Bodies, or it's Our Body that isn't released yet. He's still working on that one, but My Body is released, I think. And then The Well is, like, based off that Lovecraftian short story. It's more like a kind of visual novel style thing. I feel like chewing on his own fingernails. It's fun. Well, it's not exactly him, though. I don't know what's gonna happen. You heard the shaman. How many rings am I wearing? Our body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm missing a couple on this hand. Usually I have, like, a couple more small ones, but I'm, like, losing some of them, and I need to get, and they're, like, breaking or wearing down, so I need to get a couple of them, a couple new ones, but 15? Yeah, we'll do both endings tomorrow. Let's do a little save here. Oh, right, we have to go back to the room. The soundtrack is a banger, too. I might legit buy the soundtrack. I've never bought game soundtracks before,